Hey, what is up guys, we're here and welcome back to Let's Play Test Drive Evil Destruction. And I'm still currently sick, although I'm feeling a lot better. And my bad idea of getting some super extra spicy food did help me actually getting my nose a little bit unclogged. Although it did give me a case of mouth on fire. But anyways, without further ado folks, let's go back into career. Last time around, we got a much better car than the top, so it's all good, and we're gonna have a few races with that. I'm quite happy to get that because usually if you're stuck at the top for the first few races, it's not that big of a deal because first few races are quite easy, but it's always nice to have a decent car to start with. I believe the Ocelot it's a sedan class, because you won't see this in the career, but if you go into the action menu and you actually play some action, you can actually see the cars are divided into categories. There's I believe there's like sedans, compacts, and muscle cars, I believe, and then there's a special which we're not gonna touch except for a few special events, but we're not gonna own any of them because they're not capable of getting owned. We could go for a few bets, although I think it's rather boring and I might do this later. For now I just feel like doing a race. I had to resist the urge of playing this game for quite a while because I don't want to play it to get bored of it. Because I want to play it only in Let's Play. Because if I start playing all over the place, I might actually get bored of it and not be able to finish Let's Play properly. But I really love that game, so it's hard for me to not play it. And this is Woody. What is it? I forgot to read the actual name of the arena. But this is actually one of my favorite tracks in the game. There's a few ones that are cool. This one, the other one, which is like a attraction park. Those two are really cool. This track, I like it a lot because it's a big sandpit, and obviously sandpits and demolition derbies go along to be pretty fine. And this track is really awesome. It's not the... It's probably in my top 3. I would say it's second behind, like I said, the attraction park. The third one would probably be another one we're gonna see much later because it's pretty late in the game. You get to go there, but you know. Anyways, enough talking about tracks. We're just going to win this super easy challenge just because of the fact we have such a better car. Yep. Oh, and talking about that, I forgot to mention. If I'm gonna use multiple cars at a time, actually, I'm probably gonna plan on getting the Gladiator as soon as possible, which is my favorite car. It's a car that has a bit more durability than the Coyote. No, the Rocket. Yeah, the Rocket, which is the best car in the game. So I'll go for the Gladiator if anybody would wonder. But if you haven't played this game, I'm probably talking about stuff that you don't even know. So I guess I'll just, yeah, not talk about that. But let's try a new car and see if we can actually smash some people. I believe there's another Ocelot and it's right in front of us, but all of these guys are compact, so it's gonna be pretty easy to kill them all. There's another top, by the way, if you notice. Oh, and that's a Coyote, if I'm right. That's a very sturdy car. Won't be able to do much except get a few hits out of it. Talking about the Demolition Derby, I don't know if you guys ever been to an actual one. I've been to one once in my life. Actually, I've been to like 2, but the first one doesn't count because I was too little to remember. I was like 5, I believe. But my dad actually went to a bunch of demolition derbies. Back in the days where cars actually didn't cost much. So yeah, he did a few ones, and it's always something I really liked, but never actually could try it myself since I never actually got around to have a car or being old enough to actually drive one. I could technically go into one right now since I have the age for it, but the thing is I don't really have the cash to find a wreck and just smash it. The sad thing about demolition derby is that you got to have a car to be able to get into them. If you don't, well, can't really go on foot. That would be kind of like playing Carmageddon if you think about it. If for those who don't know what Carmageddon is, it's an old PC game, and it's also a movie, but it's an old PC game that was about racing and smashing people to destroy them, and sputtering pedestrian, well, with weird power-ups just because you could. Oh shit, this is not good. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna land on my wheels. Come on, here we go. The magic reset button, if you don't use it, you should probably use it. It's magic. Oh, and by the way, those kind of crazy hits in the middle on the first. That's fun. You'll see that a lot in those kind of tracks. I believe that's what made me. I mean, jeez, me not talking properly today. But these are like what's makes me just love those kind of figure eight tracks so much. This is the kind of collision that just made me love those kind of games so much. It's just fun to ram stuff and you see destruction all over the place. If you talking about destruction, I wonder if next car game is gonna be good. Next car game is a modern alteration of I mean, if you played Fallout, yeah. Let's just start at the very beginning. Basically, next car game is made by a company that made Flatout, which is a very, very good company. They made a lot of really good games, but they're mostly known for Flatout. And the Flatout series is just a really awesome series. And basically, when they stopped making the series because they went independent and they don't really have the rights for it anymore. So they decided to make a modern alteration of Flatout called Next Car Game. I don't know if it's gonna be as crazy as Flatout. It might be more simulation, but the graphics engine is just monster. I mean, the way the car destruction is made is just really awesome. Although I do not know if it's gonna be perfect or it's gonna be awesome since it's only in alphas. I know it's pretty nice. The only gripe I have with it is that the actual driving physics are quite changing a lot, and lately they've been on the bad side of driving physics. I play a lot of racing sims, so I know that a car that is hard to drive is not necessarily a bad thing. But what I know is that certain physics, some things is good and some things is not. You can have a hard car to drive as long as it's fair for a good reason, like the tire is slippy or anything. But if you have a car that's just plain undrivable and doesn't respond to like understeering and the like, it's quite bad. So I don't know if the game's going to be good. But honestly, I wish it was, and I wish it will be good, because I need my daily dose of cars smashing into each other. Talking about that, I have a video on my hard drive that I should probably upload at some point, which is GTA. It's a race that I made in there that is based on a flat-out track called the Crash Alley, which is basically a big giant I-shaped track with two roundabouts at the end. So you basically go back and forth on a single corridor with people going in both directions and just smashing into each other. So it's kind of like the suicide race we did earlier, but instead of like having everybody start in a different direction, everybody start in the same direction, but the people who are later than the other ones gonna find themselves going to oncoming traffics because of the way the track is made in I shape with two circles at the end. So yeah, should upload that at some point. But yeah, and I kind of apologize for how nothing is happening here, but that's a problem with having a car. Maybe I should not have bought this car. It's a bit too powerful. Yeah, I might actually slow down on the last track and get some extra hits. Don't really want to get that much too much because my car is kind of in a bad shape right now, which is not nice. Hopefully, it's gonna be good enough to finish properly. Wow, that was pretty boring in terms of stuff. Okay, so last event, push off. This event's gonna require a bit more. I don't know if I should repair my car. That's good. Push off is basically motion derby with no actual walls. So you got to push a bit. If you push someone off their track, you get an extra point. If you don't, well, you don't get any extra points. But yeah, it's kind of the motion derby with like ring out rules. Since this is quite expensive, I'm only gonna go to 70 here. That should be alright. I'm not gonna go, since we have a sturdier car than most of them, I don't think it's gonna be much needed to put more money into this. Just enough. The push-off is one of my favorite events. Personally, my top 3 favorite, push-off, jump race, figure 8, and yeah. And the last one is... That's 2, because you guys are going off. See ya! Wow, that was quick. There are only like 5 cars left now. Come on. Boink! Hey, you're off, pal. And you're almost dead. Probably have like some of those shitty cars that don't have any health. So I don't want anybody to steal my kills, so please don't. No, don't. Crap. Don't. You bastard. Payback. Nobody steals my kill. That's the top. Oh god. Top is back to haunt me. I got rid of it and now it steals my kill. Come on, little dog. Oh shit. Not good. Come on, dude. You're almost dead. Here we go. Could totally just run off the edge here. I mean, doesn't matter. What's the last car? That is a push-off. That's why I like it so much. Because you get to push people off. Like a dick. Let's see. Okay, so we got a good chunk of money. Now that we have that, we get a little video. Because we reach 90. I don't know about copyright laws, so I'll skip this. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just don't want to take a chance. If there's anything, I'll upload the video as a separate thing at some point. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But YouTube's copyright is kinda annoying. If it was cinematics, I wouldn't actually bother. But the fact is that they show the footage they actually show is from an actual real show, so I don't want to get too into trouble because of the fact, because it's, like I said, it's an actual TV show, so it's not cool. Although, I'm gonna get this repair, so now we have our car back into a decent shape. Before I leave the episode, I will go and do one thing. I will actually go and check on the scrapyard, see if they don't have anything decent for us. We don't have any demolition derby car, so we probably should buy a Coyote if the money is okay. If it's not, I might actually do a few bets and yeah, see if I can get a demolition derby car. This car as a race car is good enough for what we have now, but at some point we'll have to switch. But I don't have to worry about that for now. For now, it's gonna do. Doesn't break much though, which is kind of sad. Okay, they do sell Coyote, it's pretty cheap. You have Gorilla, but there's no point in buying that since it's super expensive. It has the same durability. Let's buy this. Pay cash. Here we go. Now we have this, the Coyote. It's slow, it's heavy as fuck, but yeah, it's heavy as fuck. So that should be good. So now we have that. We're gonna go and save, and we're gonna call the episode here. As for Sanctum, as you're wondering, Sanctum is gonna make up next. I'm actually, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna record Sanctum and upload it tomorrow. As always, guys, hope you enjoyed. It was Hailtothebreak here, and see you later, guys. See ya. Hope you enjoyed.